Good morning, I'm Denise Sawyer with your morning local news update. Closed doors tonight only because it's after hours, but open doors across the peninsula. Some voters say they're delivering a 1-2 punch, knocking out their opponents before the second round. But how dangerous is this area, and how often are your kids in harm's way? So locally in Delaware, 15,000 employees could take a scoop out of the opportunities, meaning more overtime pay for the hours you are putting in the work. Paula, I had to get as close to the damage as possible so our viewers can really see what I'm talking about here. And you cannot forget about these wacky socks. Take a look at these. These are my lucky socks, all with hopes of winning that big jackpot. Coming up in sports is decision time for the Redskins as they figure out what to do with Kirk Cousins. And the shenanigans all caught on camera. How this all ends next.
Things can happen in a second.
Boy, is he okay?
It can be potentially dangerous. We are not going to say it's not dangerous. It is. And you need to move away.
Boy, is he okay?
Cell phone footage captures this. An 800-pound wild horse along Assateague National Seashore pushed to his breaking point. A lifeguard seen here is knocked to the ground at impact, suffering painful kicks to his upper body. Separate yet similar incident, an agitated pony kicks this woman in her legs. This after cell phone video shows her pushing the horse away.
You have to start to read the signs. That horse had his ears pinned back. It was very jumpy, moving around. Don't mistake that for a tame horse that you can find on a farm out in the county. This is a horse that takes care of himself.
In both cases, folks got dangerously close, just like this family. A toddler is seen feeding the wild horse as if she's at a petting zoo. Park rangers quickly moved in and alerted the father.
It wasn't a good idea. She also said if their butt turns towards you, that's time for getting a kicking. Or if their ears start to go back, that's time for a kicking.
They can appear docile and even friendly to the 2 million people who visit the park each year. But that doesn't mean they're tamed.
You don't think about it. They look so innocent. They look like ponies from a petting zoo, but I guess they're wild, and that's the key word,
Park rangers say a number of attacks go unreported each year.
Probably happens more than we realize, unfortunately.
Denise Sawyer, WRDE, Delmarva's own NBC station.
Boy, is he okay?
Neighbors tell me they believe this so-called prostitution ring happened over a 3-month span at all hours of the day right underneath their noses.
It bothered us. It bothered everyone here.
Beyond this door, neighbors say was a disgusting business in disguise.
Oh, I thought it was prostitution. We'd watch. We would just sit and watch them go up and buzz a buzzer and...
Speculation of an alleged brothel in this quiet neighborhood.
Everybody was upset about, but nobody wanted to do anything.
This comes after 3 women and 5 men were charged in a prostitution sting at 2 massage parlors in the area. Babies! Neighbors say that filthy crime hits close to home.
I don't see how they could have done that and gotten away with it. I don't know how that business could have gotten set up. And whoever leased it to them didn't realize what was going on.
But the landlord, who also owns this shop, says nothing was going on, and so did this guy who lives next door.
Until they're caught in the act, who can say? Anything could have been going on in there. But like I say, they were very quiet and very nice.
This popular website for illegal sex at massage parlors shows otherwise. The same house seen in this neighborhood is topping a list of erotic spas in the area. One user raves about an employee named JoJo. Another user tells folks to be careful because it's just a matter of time before neighbors complain.
To me, it's just ballsy. I don't understand in a residential neighborhood, why would they think to do that? But they got away with it for a while.
The massage parlor was recently shut down. The fire marshal's office tells WRDE Sun Spa was illegally operating a business out of a single-family home. Tonight, a warning sign greets you, letting folks know the so-called brothel is now closed. A sigh of relief as that business is out of business.
Tight squeeze, extend, open hips, push.
As we try to brace for the Olympic fever, it sweeps us off our feet.
There's such a buzz and such an energy in the gym.
In Rio, there's Simone. And there's Gabby.
And that's what an Olympic champion looks like.
In Berlin, there's Carmela.
squeeze, stretch.
And there is Renata.
Tight, 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 tight.
Young athletes pushing a little harder this week, inspired by what they see in Rio.
Try harder and be the best that we can be.
When these young girls took home the gold,
I was feeling really excited because Simone is one of my favorite gymnasts and she works really hard every day.
8-year-old Renata Lovett started dreaming of gold herself.
One day I'm going to go to the Olympics and do that.
It's a contagious Olympic energy that comes every 4 years.
So Rio Olympics basically turned our lives upside down. I think I need some help. And of course, you didn't think I could do this all on my own. And as I try to find my footing, some girls here at this gym in Berlin are one step ahead.
All right. I will leave it up to the pros, even if they're much younger than I am.
They all are so excited and they just want to be that next kid to be the next one noticed.
As for now, this coach gets her chance at getting the next generation ready for their own Olympic gold.
Belly in, hollow shape, squeeze, stick.
In Berlin, I am Denise Sawyer for WRDE Delmarva's own NBC station.
At the end of it, we still kiss and say I love you at night, go to bed that way, have a good night's rest. That's it. Can't go to bed without saying I love you. And at the end, and in the end, I really mean it. She is my best friend. She is.
It's been 44 years of marital bliss, but the past few have been difficult.
Karen had a little tiny cut on her toe, and it turned into an infection, and literally overnight it turned into MRSA, and it went from her toe all the way up to her knee.
Karen's life drastically changed in 2010.
I remember waking up and seeing my right leg, and I had that purplish stuff all the way up to my knee.
Rushed to Atlantic General Hospital, doctors worked to figure out the source of the problem. 7 days later, they've run out of ways to treat her, and she was quickly transferred to the University of Maryland Medical Center in Baltimore.
It was just so severe. The septic shock and sepsis was so severe that literally all the organs were shutting down. There were at least 3 times the doctors had told me that she wouldn't even survive the night.
She survived, but her kidneys are slowly shutting down. Diagnosed with stage 5 chronic kidney disease, Karen would soon need dialysis or an organ donor.
No one in the family can be a donor because of various medical problems.
Cancer and diabetes are reasons why relatives have been ruled out as potential donors. Now the glaring concern of Karen's future has made way for some pretty unconventional ways to find a kidney.
Trying to get the message out because this is really a matter of life and death.
And as this message of hope travels the back roads of Delmarva,
we've been through thick and thin.
This couple confronts their adversities one kiss at a time. In Ocean Pines, Denise Sawyer, WRDE Delmarva's own NBC station.